What is up YouTube? I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 Wild Rift, and one of my favorite champions got buffed, and that is the young Yone. And in this video I'm gonna show you exactly all the different builds you can do with him, because the buff mostly targeted buffing damage Yone and nerfing tank Yone, which has been a somewhat popular build. Not as popular as tank Yasuo. Damage Yone was always the go-to build. However, Riot decided that they want to step away from tank Yone and focus on damage Yone. So his passive, which used to reduce his critical strike damage, now does not do that anymore. So crit items are extremely efficient on him because he still doubles the crit he gets, right? So with just 2 crit items, like the Charge Blade and Infinity Edge, Yone has max crit, and his crits still do the same damage as every other champion now, which is an absolutely insane buff. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to build him, and we're going to be playing him in all 3 roles: jungle, mid lane, and baron lane, which are the most common Yone roles, and I'll be showing you exactly how to play him in each one. But first, let's discuss your build, because it's going to look quite different, especially if you're building him tank. First of all, let's talk about boots. Pretty much Berserker Greaves are the most efficient boots on Yone, because you want to lower your first ability and second ability's cooldowns that get lowered with attack speed, not ability haste. However, tank boots are still okay on him. If you're playing mid lane and the enemy jungler and mid laner are both AP, considering Mercury Treads is fine. If the enemies have like 4 AD champions, considering Plate Steel Caps is fine. But for the most part, your go-to boots will be the Berserker Greaves. Moving on to your first item choices, and here's where you have a few options. You usually want to get attack speed as your first item. With attack speed boots and one more attack speed item, you can get all the way down to 1.3 seconds, which is the lowest cooldown for your first ability. So your choices are usually between Immortal Shield Bow, which only gives 15 attack speed, yet is great against burst. Blade of the Ruined King, which is amazing against HP stackers, and it's really good in the Baron lane when you play against these higher HP targets. It also helps you clear the jungle a lot faster, right? And an item that I kind of like, especially in the jungle, is Phantom Dancer. Phantom Dancer gives you the fastest clear speed. It's Blade of the Ruined King and Phantom Dancer both give you like the best clear speeds, but Phantom Dancer allows you to be really mobile during fights with the 5% bonus movement speed and then the 7% every time you auto attack or use your first ability. However, I'll only recommend building this in the jungle because it lacks lifesteal and it lacks the survivability that you get from Immortal Shield Bow, and also doesn't have the same burst as Solari Charge Blade, which is another item that you can rush. This item is a lot better against squishier champions. So, Blade of the Ruined King against tanks, Solari Charge Blade against squishies, Immortal Shield Bow if you don't want to get bursted, Phantom Dancer if you want to style on your enemies. That's kind of how you want to think about it. Now, when it comes to your second and third and fourth items, you of course have Infinity Edge, which will give you the most burst. The most damage comes from Infinity Edge. And that's not always what you want, but sometimes that's what you want. When the enemy has quite a few squishy champions, and you just want to go in there and one-shot them, doing something like Solari Charge Blade into Infinity Edge will get the job done. Bloodthirster is a great overall item that balances damage and healing, and also gives you that extra attack speed from the passive, which is always nice. Moral reminder, you should always get this item third if you haven't gotten it second. If the enemies have an overwhelming amount of tanks, you can even get second, but this should be your go-to third item. The 33% armor penetration will be your best damage choice, even against enemies that are not building armor, just because of their base armor. Navori Quick Blades is another interesting item, which I do believe I have a gameplay with Navori Quick Blades in the Baron lane, which I'm personally a huge fan of. It makes it so your first ability has an even lower cooldown than 1.3 seconds. It allows you to use your third ability a lot more and enables you to have a lot more mobility, because you're getting the dash from your first ability a lot more often. You're getting the dash from the third ability more often. You get your shield more often with your second ability. So if you're constantly brawling, right, and the fights are extensive, Navori Quick Blades feels really good on Yone. So I definitely wanted to give it a shout out as an item. Moving on to your fourth item, right, third or fourth slot, you can go for Divine Sunder to get that extra HP. It's a great item against tanks, it's a great survivability item. It works well on your first ability, and again, it's gonna help you stay alive for longer so you're not squishy, especially if you haven't gotten the Immortal Shield Bow. Now let's look at final choice defensive items. These are your fourth and fifth items. Guardian Angel, especially if you've gone full damage, being able to get that revive passive if you do make a mistake in a late game team fight can completely save the game. Death Dance, obviously if the enemies have a lot of physical damage dealers, Death Dance is a decent choice. If the enemies have a lot of magic damage, I would stay away from Wit's Ends. The damage on it is not great and the stats it gives are not great. Maw of Malmortius has a way better passive, and even the stats I think are a little better. So versus heavy magic damage, I would recommend Maw of Malmortius over Wit's Ends. And finally, if you just want to be tankier, Amaranth's Windguard is probably your best go-to item. It's going to give you so much armor, so much magic resist, and it works really well with the HP from Divine Sunder. When it comes to your runes, you actually have a few different choices. Lethal Tempo is your max damage rune. This will be your go-to for most situations. However, if you're playing in the jungle, you should go for Conqueror instead. Conqueror is going to give you the most damage. Lethal Tempo is going to help you a lot with the all-ins in lane. However, with Conqueror is going to be better for team fights and these 2v2s and 3v3s that you're going to be running into a lot more in the jungle, right? You're not going to be in these 1v1s. So I think Conqueror will be better for team fights. And later into the game, it scales better than Lethal Tempo, because after you get 2 items and you already have a ton of attack speed, Lethal Tempo won't scale that well, while Conqueror scales because you'll be getting attack damage, right? Lastly, Fleet Footwork is also a decent choice when you're in a bit of a harder lane, and that healing does help a lot. Also, if you're playing against poking champions, especially in the mid lane, and you want to focus on staying alive and you don't care too much about your all-in being super strong, then Fleet Footwork is great. For your runes, you're pretty much always going Brutal. If you're playing jungle, you can go Gathering Storm, since you're not going to be fighting that much in the early game, which is what Brutal is really good for. Giant Slayer is your go-to, however, both Coup de Grace and Last Stand are fine if the enemies don't have a lot of HP. You're pretty much always going Legend Alacrity, again, you want the attack speed. Bone Plating is best for early game trades. Second Wind is best against poke, so obviously this will depend on matchup. If you're playing jungle, I would go for Overgrowth, and if the enemies do have a lot of crowd control, you can go for Perseverance. You can go for Legend Tenacity if they have an overwhelming amount of crowd control, but I would stick to Alacrity, Perseverance, and pick up a Quicksilver later into the game. Or for your spells, you can go for Cleanse if the enemies have a lot of crowd control. However, for the most part, you want to be going for Ignite Flash. Versus some really difficult matchups, you can also pick up Exhaust as to not get bursted down. Now that we covered the build and when to get each item, let's go straight into 3 different gameplays playing Yone in each role, really showing you the strengths of Yone and how to play him in each role and how to win with him in each role. Jumping into the mid lane gameplay, we're playing versus one of the strongest champions in the meta, and that's Rise. Can maybe get a good level 1 trade against him. We're able to get many auto attacks and stack our Lethal Tempo. Let's see if we can get 6 stacks. Nope, I missed. Decent trades level 1. Usually he would bully us level 1, but he stood way too far up and we're able to kind of flank him and gain melee range with him. So these are some really good trades. I think he missed EXP for that minion too, which is huge actually. Nice. And we're gonna go and use our first ability on the Raptors to get our knock-up for the next wave. Quick little Yone tip and trick for you boys out there. Yeah, he's still level 1. He missed 1 million of XP. So Rise is still one of the best champions despite his nerfs. However, Yone might be just as strong now after the Yone buffs. The enemy jungler is Fiddlesticks, so they do have double magic damage. However, I don't think I'll be wearing Merc Treads. Damn, his trades are really strong, but we do have our level 3, so we can look for a no-lin. Oh, that turret shot kills me, really. I thought I could survive 1 turret shot there. I'm gonna say that's still worth it. We got our boots. And I don't think he'll be able to come back with boots. because he's gone for the tier item, right? So he won't be able to come back with boots. So we'll be quite a bit stronger in this base. We saw Fiddlesticks top side. He's probably doing Skull Crab, or he could be full clearing into doing Skull Crab after. So we're going to be a little worried about a level 5 gank. He's clearing out the wave quite heavily. I just want to look for trades here. Get him to lethal. Lethal just means get him to a range where I can one-shot him with one combo, which is what he is at now. So next time I have my third ability, I could look for an all-in. I'm about to get my ultimate here too. Nice, I can look for one now. If I can hit my ulti. Nope. He sidesteps it with his phase rush. Dude, phase rush makes you so fast. Yeah, I should have waited until after phase rush was gone to try and hit my ulti, I guess. I can go in on him here. He's very overextended actually. I just don't have my third ability, but it's almost up. Oh. Now I see why he's overextended. That's a big mistake by me, because I should have known that Fiddlesticks was there, right? He was clearing top side. He was doing the very common 6 camp Skull Crab level 5 gank. So that was a really bad death from me. Should not have happened. But it's not the end of the world. I didn't miss too many minions during that death. Oh, Fiddlesticks actually going into our jungle. He's by himself. I could just kill him here. I have lethal tempo. He's very overextended. Yeah, he's dead 100%, I think. Yeah, he flashes away, but I follow with my third ability. Yeah, and with lethal tempo stacked, he has no chance. Volibear was coming too. My wave isn't great to fight that. I'm just gonna try to push as fast as I can, but Volibear should be fine. He has his ulti to escape if he needs it. Alright, it's pointless for me to go there now. I'm just gonna... Yeah, it's pointless. I'm just gonna push mid. Ryze is gonna miss quite a few minions here. Maybe I can look for a play too if he doesn't come. Oh, what misfortune is here? What is going on? I'm just gonna get the cannon and back off. I guess pretty good rotate from misfortune to actually get that mid lane wave. Surprisingly good macro from the EU server. Because otherwise they would just miss an entire wave, but... Now she gets a mid wave and she's gonna go farm top as well. I guess the wave is pushing top, so she's gonna miss some top as well. And Zyra was actually roaming bot lane. A lot of roams happening. I have red buff here, so I can definitely look for something. Oof, that route is so broken. And I used my second ability the wrong way. Oh, and I just don't have time to finish him off. He lives. What is that flash from my Kazakhs? What is going on? Okay, Caitlyn, I see you on the 2v1. Yone is just... His damage is not too different in the early game. But once I start building these... What is going on? Hello, Fiddlesticks. Maybe I can fight him here. I still have red buff. My issue is that Ryze will be coming soon. Yeah, I don't have enough damage. I need to back off. He healed so much from his second ability and smite. And I don't have red buff anymore. I can still win this. I have lethal tempo. I have lethal tempo stacked. I don't know what he's doing. I only realized I had lethal tempo stacked from Fiddlesticks. I just completely destroyed him. And this is why lethal tempo is so good for the early game. Like, I like fleet as well. But if you can get away with lethal tempo, if the lane is like... if the lane allows it, then you should definitely go for it. And I really would like to get plate there to finish my Blade of the Ruined King. But I'm just way too low HP and I don't want to risk dying before the... like, while the objectives are going on. Okay, my Kazakh's actually going to gank. So he's going for something different than the objective. I wanted to get prio, so I'm able to rotate the objective first. We have my ulti coming up. Maybe I can look for a kill here if I hit my ult. I'm just gonna go for it. Nice. Oh, I should have just flashed out. I'm so greedy with my summoner spells. I should have just flashed out. That's still really good though, because I get the kill and he misses a lot of minions under the turret. But I definitely could have just flashed out there and lived and gotten some plates. My Kazakhs and Volibear completely griefed in the duo in the bot lane as well. And now the enemies are gonna get the Herald. That's not good. So for my second item, I'm thinking what I should get. And I don't think I'm gonna go for the Charge Blade. I think they're not that squishy. It seems like even Fiddlesticks is going for like Roll of Ages, like a tankier build. Ryze should get all of ages. Jax usually gets pretty tanky. They have Swain as well, so I'm gonna go for the Blade of the Ruined King like I intended to. But now I think I'm gonna go for either Bloodthirster or for... oh, hello Fiddlesticks. He doesn't have enough damage for this, and I'll kill him if he's outside of turret. I do so much damage now. There we go. Oh, I didn't ignite. I didn't ignite. I'm so greedy with my summoner spells. I didn't flash before. I didn't ignite this time. What is wrong with me? I'm saving my flash and ignite for the next Yone game. We're scaling to the next game, boys. The next game will be better. Anyway, I'm either getting Immortal Shield Bow or Bloodthirster this game. Infinity Edge could be okay too, but I don't like getting Infinity Edge without getting another crit item first. Okay, so now they're gonna place the Herald right before 7:30 so they can still get the plates. They shouldn't be able to get the turret though, and I'm just gonna get an extra 150 gold from these. Oh, all three of them are here, so Minikaz have to be careful. It's very overextended. I'm gonna look for an ult on the MF. Nice follow-up from the Kazakhs, and we're gonna hard win this. Fiddlesticks is already gone. Yeah, big overextension by both the Ryze and the MF, and great follow-up from my jungler. Very happy to see that. While Volibear gets solo killed again. Jax has 7 kills? What is going on? And I'm the one that's gonna have to face him in the side lane now, by the way, and he has 7 kills. He has like same gold as me. I'm just gonna immediately go and get the Krugs first, obviously. I don't care about my jungler, I want to get fed. When you play Yone, you want to gather resources. You want to get fed because you scale so well with items. Okay, it looks like Jax is coming. I just want to get the... Crab and get out of here. Let's see if I timed the recall correctly, and I did. And he won't interrupt me, that is absolutely perfect. Okay, Volibear, mess him up. I guess I'm just gonna go defend the Jax since the Volibear is messing up Ryze mid. He doesn't have ulti, so I don't think he can dive him. Oh, hello Jax. I can play this. I just need to kite his third ability just like that. That's exactly how you need to play Yone against the Jax. You see how he didn't initially use his third ability? That was kind of his mistake. He tried to bait me into a fight so he can burst me down with his third ability, but I kited him out and I was near my turret too, so he couldn't really chase. That's exactly how you want to play Yone against Jax. Because this is a really hard matchup, but if you space properly with Yone, it can be fine. Let's see if I can farm the enemy jungle. Oh, hello, Swain. I can probably one-shot this guy because I have Blade of the Ruined King, by the way. There we go. Look at these crits, by the way. Look at that damage. Look at that damage, by the way. Jax coming here, too. Can I outplay him, too? I just have to dodge his third ability, and I'm good. There we go. Just play around it. It didn't even stun me. It's so over for him. I'm just gonna flash. Oh, it's so over for him. He misplayed both these fights really bad. They're just dying one after the other. Now we have a huge lead. We went from being like less gold than Jax to just absolutely so far ahead. We're definitely gonna go third item for our Maw of Malmortius. They have some healing, right? Jax heals quite a bit. With Blade of the Ruined King, I think he's gone, and I'm assuming he'll get Divine Sunderer. So take that red buff. Don't mind me, Kazakhs, but you're on the other side of the map. Your whole jungle is up, and I'm gonna be taking a piece of it. But they have Fiddlesticks healing, right, and Swain healing. And again, Maw of Malmortius, like, even Infinity Edge probably will do less damage than Maw of Malmortius at this point, because the enemy base armor at these levels is like usually like 100 plus for melee champions, and for ranged champions it's like 80. So being able to decrease 33% of that is really insane. I can maybe look for a flank here. I'm not sure where Jax went. Okay, he's bot, so I can maybe look for a flank on the MF. Nice. Oh, I was trying to ult the Ryze too. Okay, and we're good. I was scared that Fiddlesticks was gonna like have his ulti prepared for me there. I can take the healing plants and be able to versus Jax. Okay, even better with a healing from the Skull Crab. We're good to go. We're good to go. I can fight him easily if I just kite out his third ability. Dude, my damage on the crits is so insane. What is that damage on the crits? That is crazy. Why have they done this? Why have they buffed him this hard? The crit damage is crazy, isn't it? Am I the only one seeing how much damage I'm dealing? Like, every time I crit, which is 50% of the time with just one item, by the way, it just does like 400 damage. which is just absolutely insane at this point in the game. Yeah, he does 472 to the minions. That is insane. We're gonna take a free turret here. Nice rotation from my ADC. And after I get this moral reminder, even if they build armor, there's just nothing they can do. You definitely need to counter Yone by going for the Randuins. Randuins will be a great item against Yone, especially because most of the time you're gonna already have a crit enemy, which is the ADC, right? Caitlyn already has crit, so Randuins will go a long way when the enemy has 2 crit champions like this. Obviously, if you have like a Varus or an Ezreal in your team that doesn't really have a lot of crit, then that's even better for Yone, because Randuins will be less efficient. We can probably rush Baron here. I know we have 3 people topside, but like they have no idea we're doing this. They have no idea we're doing this. Oh, Fiddlesticks here. I can probably one-shot him. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they had no idea. Then Fiddlesticks just came to face check and just got one-shot. And Ryze getting one-shot too. Maybe the Swain too. And I do have not Transcendence, excuse me. I have Perseverance to this game to get even more tenacity, because they have quite a lot of crowd control. So the tenacity from Perseverance and the Quicksilver, even if you don't use Quicksilver, it gives you passive tenacity. It made his sphere like half a second, so I was able to just quickly kill him. Kind of fishing for Swain here. Oh, he's in the jungle. Oh, Swain. He's just dead 100%, by the way. Even if he flashes away, he can't escape at this point. And I'm holding my 30 build in case he does flash to be able to get in range. Nice. What's Fiddlesticks? Fiddlesticks? Oh, he doesn't know I have a ward there. He doesn't know I have a ward there, and we just completely one-shot him before he can do anything. I think he was looking for an ulti, but he didn't know about the ward, because that ward is between the turrets, but it's in the one spot where the turrets cannot see it. So it's the perfect ward for in their base. He had no idea. That was perfectly executed. And now we should be able to use this Baron to actually just push down their inhibitors, I would assume. But my team is getting caught. Okay, Kha'Zix. He just... Oh my god, he just... Dude, he must have gotten like low battery or something, because he jumped and then froze. Oh, that sucks. Either he lagged or he got low battery or something. I can maybe rotate for this rain. Or the Fiddlesticks. Oh, I missed. Oh, and I used my Quicksilver for nothing, and then I got feared and silenced. Okay, well. Alright, let's take the inhibitors here while we can. Trying to fish for this misfortune, but I'm quite low on HP. Nice. Oh, she doesn't die. I was scared of the Fiddlestick sphere, so I had to go back. I think Ryze might have quit too, because he's just standing in base now. I don't know what he has to complain about. He got absolutely destroyed in the 1v1. Despite me getting like a ganked early on too. So I don't know what he's complaining on sitting in base. Yeah, he's also gone Rod of Ages, so when you can go Blithering King is such a good first item on Yone, so even though it's not crit, it's such a good first item. Okay, and they surrender. Alright, they surrender. Let's jump into a jungle gameplay. Let's do some jungle next. So the main issue with Yone jungle is that his clear speed is just obnoxiously slow. So I warded my bot side with a control ward, then I switched to sweeper in base and I went top side. Maybe actually I should have started red buff this game, just to make my jungle speed a little faster with the red buff, since Yone doesn't really benefit from blue buff whatsoever. I usually keep red buff as my last buff, so I can have it for the early fights and the early ganks. But maybe with Yone I shouldn't have done that, because my clear speed is just so slow compared to most junglers. Like most junglers finish at like 150, right? Even earlier, and Yone is gonna be at like 2 minutes probably. Good double camping by me though, damn. Clean on the double camp. And this is the main weakness of Yone jungle, and this is why I usually rate him fairly low in my jungle tier lists. They've just nerfed his clear speed way too much. His first ability does less damage to camps. So even though he does scale like a monster, and champions who are really good at scaling usually work really well in the jungle because of how much safe gold you can get. So a champion like Zed, right, that scales like a monster in the late game with ability haste. Oh, okay, Brand. Usually works really well in the jungle, but Yone's clear speed is just way too slow, honestly. Nyla is another example, right, one of the best scaling champions. You just throw her in the jungle and you AFK farm. But Yone actually has decent ganks. If you can get his first ability knock up, and you can, like, on the camps, and you can go in with that, then there's actually a lot of value. Okay, this guy has already finished his camps and he's already ganking. And now he's level 5, so now I can't contest the Scholar Crab, right? He's level 5, I'm level 4. So, this is just what makes Yone a weak jungler in my eyes. I finished at 210. It took me 210 to finish the clear speed. Amumu, which is like the best jungler right now, he's able to do his whole clear, do a gank, and I'm still farming my jungle. So now I can't contest that Skull Crab. I'm gonna immediately go topside and contest the other one. Okay, Amumu looks busy diving. Oh, maybe I can get a free kill on the Kaisa though. Hello, Kaisa. Ah, that should be a free kill. And now I can probably contest a Skull Crab versus the Amumu. And this is the benefit of getting red buff second, by the way. This is the benefit of getting red buff second. I have red buff for this fight. Okay, he's just full HP after smiting on Skull Crab. That's crazy. Maybe we can still win this. How am I stack Conqueror? Yeah, that's really hard. Oh, he jumped back in. Nice, we'll get him with a smite. I would like to farm these Krugs, but I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm just gonna back off. Oh, I don't know what my Tristana is doing. Oh no, Rihanna is there too. You're griefing me. That's exactly the power of getting your red buff second and getting blue buff first. For these early fights, you have the red buff advantage. And that's probably why I was able to beat the Amumu there, by the way. I'm maybe going to defend the dive here. I really want to finish my Grump. I can't even defend anything. I can't do anything here. Yeah, there's nothing for me to do. It's kind of risky to farm this blue buff. If Amumu is like a god tier player and he immediately runs here, I'm completely doomed. But I doubt he will. Yeah, he's going mid lane. Alright, nice. We can still do our clear. This isn't a great spot for us to be here. And I'm trying Phantom Dancer Rush. I think in the jungle it might be best to go Blade of the Ruined King, because it'll give you a slightly better clear speed. But I think Phantom Dancer will also give me a great clear speed, right? First of all, it gives me crit, and crit got buffed, so my damage will be higher on the monsters. But also, it gives me an insane amount of attack speed early on. And movement speed to move throughout my jungle while I clear it. So I'm not actually sure which one gives you the best clear speed, but I do want to try Phantom Dancer. And you can really build it in lane. I think it's a lot easier to build it in the jungle, where you just want to optimize your damage, right? In lane, you need like lifesteal, you need better like all-ins, right? You can just stack your Phantom Dancer as easily. Both Conqueror and Phantom Dancer, I think, has some potential. This Yone build has some potential. I don't think it's the best, or I'm not sure yet. It's not the best, like, cookie cutter, always good build. But I do want to try it. If you just want the cookie cutter best build in the jungle, I would still go Blade of the Ruined King into Bloodthirster, probably. The build I did last game in mid lane. That's probably the best for jungle, the best, like, cookie cutter build. I do want to contest the Enchanted Assemble here. I have Brand ulti, so this should be a good fight for us. Can I steal it? No, I can't, but this should still be a really good fight for us. Oh, I played that so good. I played that so good. And I should be able to get the Orianna here too. Clean. We can maybe get the Gnar, by the way. It's about to turn Mega, to be careful. Okay, he's running away. Okay, I need to run away. I wasn't sure if he had ulti. I thought if he had ulti, he would do it right away, but he didn't. Okay, we didn't get the enchant assembled. That was really, really close, but I played that fight super well. And that's what's more important, winning these early fights. Because I'm so far ahead in gold now. I'm 4-0-0. So we've managed to like get through the early game slump of Yone jungle. So now we should be able to be really useful, especially with Phantom Dancer. Look how quick we are, by the way. I don't really care too much about the dragon, to be perfectly honest, because I don't have mid prio, I don't have top prio. I'm gonna see if I can steal it, maybe, if they're doing it. Okay, they're doing it. But I don't want to look for a fight here. I don't think it's a good fight. We don't have Brand ulti, we don't have my ulti. If Amumu is here, we could look for something. Oh, they're both here. I'm just gonna jump on Orianna right away because she's squishier. Yeah, Brandon won't be able to finish her off. I'm gonna flash away. Okay, a Mumu. Let him cook. I'm just gonna go back to farming my jungle. He might take my blue buff here, but there's honestly nothing I can do about it. He's not. He's going back mid. Good, good, good. Oh, he's using the enchanted ensemble mid, but he's running to his blue side. So I don't think he took my blue buff. I don't think he had time to take it. So now I think I'm gonna go for anti-burst, which I think works really well with Phantom Dancer because it gives me a chance to stack the Phantom Dancer as well. And they do have Lux, they do have a Mumu, they have quite a bit of like lockdown and burst. So I do want to go for the Moral Shield build this game. And I think it's gonna help, it's gonna work wonders with the Phantom Dancer, I think. So I'm kind of cooking here. But after that, I definitely need a Moral Shield bow. Yeah, again, I thought they based. I'll help them push a bit, I guess. Not much for me to do here. Mumu's here too. Maybe we can look for Orianna. I don't think she knows she's on a ward. Oh, she doesn't know. Orianna doesn't know. Oh. Nice. Can't take his jungle. There's nothing in his jungle. Maybe I can clean up topside. They're all very low, but I need to be very careful. Okay, I dodged the Lux spell. I'm just gonna focus the Amumu. Should be able to just get the Amumu. I don't want to overextend. Alright, nice. Nice, push the wave. And now we can finally go back to my favorite thing to do when I'm jungling. Farm the jungle. I am the absolute goat of just farming the jungle. Nice. And after this clear, we should be able to get our Immortal Shield bow too. And it's gonna be really difficult for the enemy team to kill us after that. And after we get a Moral Reminder too, we're gonna be doing insane amounts of damage. I'm kind of having doubts for this build, to be honest. But I think the Blade of the Ruined King, the Bloodthirster might just be more optimal. But it feels so nice to get this movement speed from Phantom Dancer. Hello, Orianna. Tristana, you wanna help me out here? Thank you, Queen. Like, it just feels so smooth. It feels so smooth to use Phantom Dancer on Yone. Like, the movement speed is just so insane. And the attack speed. Because that's what like gives this smooth feeling to the champion, you know, the attack speed and the movement speed. I feel like I'm space gliding. I feel like I'm like skywalking. Does that make sense? I can maybe look for a dive on the Gnar here. He doesn't. He's minion. He doesn't have his bar. I'm just gonna dive him straight up. Timo, can you help me instead of getting the turret, bro? We're able to solo kill him through the gargoyle. We can win this if Timo plays with me. Play with me, Timo. Because I have my shield, exactly. I have my shield from the Immortal Shield bow. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Timo. Oh, and we dodge the Kai'Sa. And we kill the Kai'Sa. Lux here too. We need to sidestep. I can go for her. Ulti. No, never mind. This is too risky. Too risky, too risky. Okay, too risky. I think I got played better and got in the Lux too. That was low-key my bad. I think I got played a bit better. Oh, hello, Gnar. Ooh. Oh no, I should have immediately gone for the plant. Maybe if I flashed for the plant. Oh, I thought too slow there. I thought too slow. If I was a little quicker and I went for the plant immediately, I think I could have actually killed him. That was really close. Damn. We're gonna start building towards our Moral Reminder. I need to farm my jungle, man. All my jungle camps are up. I wasted too much time there. And now Timo is stealing my blue buff. And the dragon is up, but they have 2 people bot lane, so I should be able to get there in time before they do it. Timo, why would you steal my blue buff? I mean, blue buff is actually just the worst buff ever on Yone. It doesn't help me at all. It just lowers my ultimate and my 3rd ability cooldown. That's all it does. By like nothing almost. Okay, Brent stole it. I don't know why my team started without me, but Amumu was not able to steal it, so we're all good. I'm just gonna look for an invade since Amumu died. Okay, the red buff is up, so we can go for that. Jump over the wall, get my jump, and I'll jump over the wall again, like a king. You can possibly look for a fight here. The Orianna. And my damage is not very high with this build, but it just feels so clean. I can one-shot the Lux. There we go. Even if I got caught under turret there, I have Quicksilver. What is Kai? Did she ult in there? How did Kaisa appear there? Oh, she assassinated the brand. Alright, she just trades 1 for 1 then. I have 12 kills this game. Out of 15 kills, I have 12. And 0 assists. That's how you know I'm like the GOAT of jungling. 0 assists, 12 kills. But my team barely has any assists. It's not like I'm stealing their kills. They're just doing nothing without me. I'm just gonna go for my jungle now. Thank you for the leash Timo, but... Oh my god, he stole it. Did he steal it? Okay, we both got it at least. But I'm pretty sure he stole it. But since we both get it, it's whatever. We could look for Baron low key. Sneak it? No. Do not sneak it. Do not sneak it. Abort plan. Abort plan. Do not sneak it. Because we're not going to win a team fight. A straight up team fight, we're not going to win. We need to play with our advantages, right? I need to be able to get picks. But versus Mumu, Rihanna, Lux, where it's going to get bursted down. So I need to be able to get access to their backline. Rihanna is very overextended here. I can maybe look. I have my ultimate to gap close too. Timo is going in on her. Pop off, Timo. I don't think that's going to be enough. She's going to get a shield. I can flank here because my team is fighting 4v3, but I can flank and clean up. Amumu is kind of low. Oh, she's dead. Brand has done a lot of damage though. Maybe I can clean up. Lux is just gone here. Flash away, but I can catch up with Smite. Maybe the Amumu too. Never mind. Yeah, Lux dies to the other part, and I can maybe chase down the Amumu and the Kaisa. Oh, that actually hits him. That's insane. I don't know where the Kaisa went though. Oh, she's right there. Timo can probably get her, can't he? I'm gonna come the other way in case she runs the other way. She's recalling. Bro, he's not getting out. Nice, Timo. Timo is so fed this game too. He'll help me carry. Nice. I can jump on the Orianna. Oh, she's trolling. She's 100% dead. Nice. And I do so much damage with Conqueror stacked, and it's so easy to stack the Conqueror too. This build feels so smooth in the late game, man. I really like Phantom Dancer. The damage isn't optimal, but it feels so good to use. Oh, hello, Mumu. And I can go Infinity Edge to make my damage higher if I want. I'm gonna jump on the Lux. I used my Quicksilver super late there, but that should be good. Nice, I have so much gold too. I really want to base, but we have 2 dead, so we can take advantage. Oh. Okay, decent ult. Okay, I buffered the Gnar ulti with my first ability, so I didn't get like knocked up. Because I was using my first ability at the same time. I've got a lot of turrets here. I can look for the Kaisa, he's overextended. And we dodged the Orianna ultimate. Dude, we're just picking them off one by one. We have 17 out of the 21 kills, by the way. I'm completely 1v9 this game. 17 out of 22. We can go on the Orianna too. That knock-up hits, that's crazy. And look at the damage, man, it's so high. And that's with like not a super high damage build. 3 items, I'm holding on to 5,000 gold and I'm still doing so much damage. Who decided to buff Yone? Who on Riot thought this was a good idea? Got my Quicksilver almost up? Alright, we're good. I will get all 3 inhibs from this push because I'm just like picking them off one by one and they still have their Nexus shield. I'm just gonna get Infinity Edge and go full damage. It's probably not ideal, honestly, but they've also made it so if you get more crit items, it gets converted to AD with a better ratio. It used to be 0.4 per extra amount of crit over 100, but now it's 0.6, and that's a pretty big difference. So if I get 25 crit, that gives me around... Oh, I'm locked in here. Nice, thank you Mumu for trolling. That should be Baron and End. Now that the enemy jungler is down. So with 25 additional crit that you get from Infinity Edge... Hello Lux, you are very overextended. I'm gonna dodge everything and I'm just gonna kill you. Perfect. Yeah, you'd get like 15 AD. 15 extra AD. So Infinity Edge itself 60 gives me like 75. But obviously the crit is useless because you've already capped it. We're gonna get the Baron and we should be able to end. And then I'm gonna play a Baron lane game for you boys. Play him in every role. I do think Baron lane might actually be his strongest role because it's so hard playing mid lane against all these broken mages. Baron lane he has an easier time. He just goes Blade of the Ruined King and beats up the bruisers. And Yone in general does really well against melee champions because his first ability is like a ranged auto attack, right? So, and I think it's actually longer range than Yasuo's first ability too. So he can really abuse that versus melee champions. Alright, we should be able to end here. We just need to push with all minions. I can look for a pick. Nope, never mind. Wait, I just one-shot the enemy tank, by the way. Okay, almost died there. I used my Quicksilver very late again. But what just happened? I just one-shot in a Mumu. What? Oh, hello, Gnar. Dude, the late game damage is so insane. All you have to do with Yone is just get to the late game and you just win. The damage he gets from items is just so crazy. I'm critting for 1,000 damage. I'm critting for 1,000 damage and I auto attack 10 times a second. I have an auto attack reset on my first ability that's an AoE auto attack. Oh, the game ended. Let's do the Baron lane game. Okay, so I thought I was versus Darius, but it turns out I'm versus Gnar and it's Darius jungle. So I don't have optimal runes to be against Gnar. So I'm going for bone plating instead of second wind. But that's okay. So versus Gnar, we do want to try and abuse him when he's mini. Yone is actually a pretty big counter to Gnar, I think. You just have to abuse him as he's mini Gnar, and you should be able to one-shot him pretty easily later into the game too. But you don't want to fight him while he's mega. Yeah, because his range is very, very small, especially in the early levels. He gets more range as the game goes on as mini Gnar. So in the early levels, you really want to try and abuse his short range and use as many first abilities as you can on him. I have lethal tempo. He shouldn't be winning this. I'm stacking my lethal tempo. It's over for him. Yeah, he does not win that. He thought he could maybe win that with the power of his second ability, but Gnar has been nerfed for exactly the reason that this was so close, even with my lethal tempo. So very, very well played. And now after we get boots, it's so hard for him to kite us, especially now that we're gonna have boots and he won't have boots. We're gonna be so strong for a little bit. Okay, we have the Dinger Donger in the mid lane. Pog. Oh. Rip Dinger Donger. Okay, he's cooking. Wait, does he survive here, by the way? I had both those minions. What is going on mid lane? Oh my god, he's gonna survive. He doesn't have the movement speed for it. That's crazy. And he has no flash, so the Darius has ghost. Alright, the wave's pushing onto me, which is good. So I'm just gonna focus on trading. Nice, okay, good trade. And the wave's still pushing onto me, and he's very low HP now. Next time I have my third ability up, I could look for an all-in. I think he took the plant, but he's still fairly low HP. I don't even need my third ability. I'm level 5, he's level 4. Oh, he just leveled up too, and that made him live. I can dive here, he didn't base. Oh, I'm just gonna flash on him. First ability flash to secure the kill. No messing around. He should have 100% just run away, but he got greedy for this wave, because he saw I'm low HP too. Big mistakes from this Gnar. He's not positioning well in this. It's a hard matchup, so like, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty hard matchup for him to play, but he's not playing it well. He should be just like staying back, poking with his first ability when he can, and when he's Mega Gnar going for these short trades. Okay, Vayne cook. Never mind, isn't thing. Never mind. Clean it up, Hecarim. Wait. Okay, Pyke. Pyke with the assist on the Hecarim. Okay, we broke his bone plating. Good, good. And again, we want to abuse him while he's mid Gnar. This is when we win the hardest. Nice. And I'm gonna go for the burst build this game. Oh, if I hit that. Oh, he's trolling. Wait, I'm trolling. I need to try and kill the Gnar. I'm dead no matter what. Oh, I get the auto attack off and the Ignite will finish him off. Nice. Okay, I giga trolled. I thought he was trolling, but it makes sense because Darius was there. That's still not really worth it for me, to be honest. I gave a shot down to Darius, and we just traded 1-for-1. I made the best of a bad situation, but not worth it. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Solari Charge Blade Rush. Just to, like, be able to burst down Mininar, because that's the goal of this game. I could go for the Blade of the Rain King to also beat him while he's Mega Gnar. It might help me with kiting Darius too. Blade of the Rain King would be fine here too. But if I go Solari Charge Blade, I should be able to just completely one-shot the Gnar. Oh, there's the Gnar. I have my ulti. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get a decent small trade on him now. Nice. If he walks up now, I have my ulti too. Yeah, he won't walk up. I can maybe dive with the Scorpion. Oh, Darius is here too. Maybe I can outplay this. Fuck. Nice. Good ulti. Okay. The ulti was perfect, by the way. I got to the Gnar and also pulled Darius into the wall and didn't take him all the way. What? Hecarim should be able to clean this up. And we survive, get the plant, dodge the Lux ulti. What is my Hecarim do? What is my Hecarim doing? How does he not kill him there, by the way? I have my flash, I can maybe flash on him if he stays. Oh, I'm trolling. Ugh. Oh, I griefed that so bad, man. I griefed that so bad. I shouldn't have died. I got greedy, I thought maybe I could keep my flash because he positioned weird. Okay, we're still really fed though. My team's completely griefing, Hecarim is griefing, and my dragon lane's completely griefing too. They're so far behind. I'm gonna go for my favorite build. Now that I have the burst from the Solari, I'm gonna go for Navori Quick Blades, which is just my personal favorite item on Yone. You can spam your ability so much with this. I have like double this guy's gold and we're 1,000 gold behind. Are you serious? I'm gonna have to 1v9 this game, low-key. Time to lock in. I love Navori Quick Blades because of the utility you get. You get your first ability up so often, meaning you get more dashes. So yes, you give up some damage. Your utility is absolutely insane. Your mobility is crazy. You get so many more knockups. You can just keep dashing around with your third ability. I'm not sure what Gnar is roaming to. I think he's roaming to Dragon. And it looks like Braum is making the correct macro play and coming for the Herald. So we should just get a trade. If the enemies come here, me and Braum can like really 1v9, by the way. If he's able to just like get his passive on people, I can like one-shot them. Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab the... I'm gonna use my third ability to get the Scorpion. So now I can use my third ability back and not miss any time. Like, hit the turret, hit the turret, hit the turret. Nice. Man, I missed my ulti. Oh, we can clean up. He walked up. We can fight this if Braum plays with me, by the way. Stop standing so far back, Braum. Use your passive. Oh, he has Gargoyle. That's crazy. We can win this. Just stun him, by the way. Just stun him. Dude, the Braum is so scared. Nice. Stop the Mega. Dude, I don't know why the Braum is so scared. He has no faith in me, by the way. He's like just playing so scared. Okay, I can get my Navori Quick Blades. And what is going on in my Dragon lane, man? He's losing inhibitor 7 minutes into the game. Should be able to get a shot down here. Oh, he's so fast, by the way. I still get him, I think. Yeah, I got him. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Why are we losing inhibitor in 7 minutes, though? That is crazy. I'm really fat, though. I'm 8-2-0 in 7 minutes. And I've got 2 items already. I'm in such a good spot. I should be able to carry this game, especially versus their team. And I have a good front line too. I have a good utility with Heimerdinger. This should be free. I'm just gonna farm the enemy jungle while I'm here, while I'm waiting for the wave. And that's what you gotta be doing on Yone, by the way. You have to be farm maxing. You have to be gathering all the resources. Can't look for Xayah. Okay. Good sights up on the pike. Oh, he doesn't die from that. Nice. She doesn't have ulti, by the way. And I get the pike too. So clean, by the way. And now the dragon lane is saved. I'm gonna go for Mon next, but let's get our Quicksilver, which seems pretty important, especially against the Gnar, the Darius, the Lux.
The tenacity is gonna help us a lot. I get Quicksilver on Yone pretty much every game. Unless I go for like... Proto Build is also okay if you really don't need Quicksilver. Oh, he's trolling, isn't he? He might be able to get with Flash. Oh, that slow is crazy. Never mind, he's so fast. Dude, Nari's so broken. Even after the nerfs, this champion is so annoying. Alright, let's split push. Yeah, I usually get Quicksilver enchant. Stasis can be okay situationally, and otherwise you just go Proto Build, but Proto Build doesn't feel that good, to be honest. I'm just using my spells randomly to max my Solari Charge Blade, by the way. Oh, I actually hit the Pike. I was trying to hit the Gnar. Oh, I trolled. I played that so bad. My Quicksilver was so late. Okay, she gets it for me. But my Quicksilver was so late. I played that so bad. But yeah, when you have Solari Charge Blade, it's ideal that you're randomly using your abilities before a fight, so you can start the fight with 3 stacks, right? And that's the goal. Yeah, this game is looking like winnable. My Hecarim is so far behind in gold as well, and he has boots. He has cooldown boots, like playing League of Legends. Okay, clean from Heimer and Braum. And Zaya is just going for our inhibitor. She's just gonna get our inhibitor straight up. I should be able to get her. I have faith in my team. I don't have any faith in them. Never mind, I have faith. Alright, I really want to finish my Maul. Not my Maul, excuse me. My Moral Reminder. I can look for the Lux here. Nice. Should be able to get her. No stasis. Clean. Clean. It's so easy to get these picks with Yone after you get your first ability, like on the 3rd stage. Like your first ability with the dash. It's so easy to get those picks mid lane versus mages, immobile mages like Lux. And again, we're farming like... Oh, clean by the Pike, by the way. This Pike is so good. He's playing really good this game. But that's exactly how you want to play. You want to be farm maxing on Yone. You want to be gathering all the resources. Every Yone video I make, I tell you guys how broken this champion is because of his ability to permafarm. I'm definitely going to be going for a Divine Sunder here and then maybe finish off with a Twin Guard. I need to be a little tanky. To not get one-shot by their burst. Okay, well, my Vayne is completely griefing and now I have to 4v5 fight the dragon. Maybe we can get it before they come though. Gnar actually took the wrong portal. We win this, I think. Oh, that's a massive knock up into a massive ult, and I just cleaned up. Yeah, Gnar completely trolled, by the way, by split pushing there. He probably thought that they were not contesting the dragon. It was too late because we're already on it. But his team made a completely different call. So now we just got so many free kills. 14 kills. I'm so fed. And this is the stage where Yone becomes an absolute monster, right? I've scaled too. And I keep stealing their jungle, right? This is how I'm able to do so much damage, because I'm able to gather so many resources. I'm getting so much additional gold. Oh, can I help maybe? They're so overextended, by the way. This is a really bad fight. No, I can't help. I'm just gonna run. This is such a bad fight. I don't want to be taking this. I don't know what they're doing. And Baron is spawning. I mean, could go for it. I'm just gonna drop a ward. It doesn't seem like they're going for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna base. Hopefully they don't go for it. They're just getting mid turret because they do have objective bounties. Even though it's only like 3k gold advantage, they have objective bounties, which they're gonna get. Pyke is split pushing. This could be a good flank here. Oh, that's a massive ulti. I get all 3 of them. That is huge. And we should get Baron here. We should get Baron. Go Baron, 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 Baron. Vayne, please. Why is he going top lane? Dude, I hate ADC players. I genuinely hate ADC players. What is the Gnar doing? What's the Gnar doing? Nice, good cleanup. Pyke is somewhere here now. And Hecarim is gonna die to a Pyke ult. Dude, I hate my ADC. This stuff will really in the zone out the Pyke. Maybe I can go on him? Never mind, I'm trolling. I flashed on nothing. Alright, we're still getting the Baron. I don't know why he's not just ulting the Hecarim low-key. I'm pretty sure he's in range. Anyway, ADC mains are all like this. It's crazy. We should finish off the build with Twin Guard now that I have quite a bit of HP. The enemies have both magic and physical damage, even though they are mostly physical damage. But I don't wanna underestimate the Lux Burst, low-key. I'm gonna farm my jungler's jungle since he's not doing it. And now we wanna look for a split push, right? We wanna apply pressure with Baron to all lanes. And we have insane damage, so if we see somebody in the side lane, we can catch them off. Of course, we're constantly farming the enemy jungle. Oh. Speaking of catching someone off. Oof, through the flash. What is this guy doing, bro? He was waiting in my shadow like he was gonna kill me. Nice, that's 2. Hello, Lux. Oh, the damage is just crazy. And that's 3. And that's 4. Can we get the Penta? Penta! And that should be enough. That's the pentakill for the young Yone. What a way to end the video. And that's a surrender. What a way to end the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Wild Rift content. And enjoy the Yone buffs, boys. Because this champion will be getting nerfed very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching.